Still haven't heard anything about getting any of this spruce certified. I've been selling it. I'm waiting on the auto cars in the hospital. We had a skip in it. We thought it was an injector nozzle, so we ended up putting all new nozzles in it. It wasn't that. So, and they did, what do they call them? Plungers or something in the pumps and mechanical pumps. So it wasn't that. So the guy I brought it to is thinking it could be the what did he say? The Jake boxes. Why in the world? What this thing? There must be crud behind them. Yeah, there it is. Must be shit built up behind them. But anyway, yeah, they he's still got a skip in it. He thinks it's maybe a couple of Jake boxes on it are leaking, letting some oil come by them. I guess basically how they're oil activated. So anyway, he said he wasn't happy with it. I was like, well, dude, I need my truck, so hurry up. But it's going to be 3 weeks Saturday. I dropped it off for what I thought was just going to be a couple of injectors or one injector. I don't know. It's been like freaking forever, and I got like piles of 25-foot spruce out there to deliver. Got a bunch of Dutch guys that want it. I got like about 20 loads sold, and I probably got 10, 12 of them piled up out there to deliver. I can't deliver them with tractor trailer because you can't get in the Dutch yards, and then they don't have big enough high lifts. They don't have big enough, forklifts, high lifts, whatever we call them, high lifts around here, but front end loaders, whatever. That's what we used to call them in New England, but I don't know. I got in the habit, when in Rome, do as Romans, right? So when I come down here, everybody calls them high lifts. So I started calling them high lifts too. So, but anyway, you can't, they can't, the smaller loaders can't lift up over the log bunks on the trailers because they're too high. And I have to have them high because if I don't, I can't get this scraggly pulpwood to weigh anything if I make them low. If you're in really nice, neat wood, that's what you'll see us leave them down sometimes because if it gets real heavy. But if you're in little spindly junk, you gotta heap it up to get 25 ton. So anyway, I need my truck so I can deliver some logs. So all right, thanks by the way for all the good comments yesterday on my little rant. So all right, let's see if I can do this without screwing something up. I'm sure I will. Cut you a few trees. That's kind of what the idea of this was. It's working. That was kind of the idea. You do not want to cut that rock off. So. Alright, like I said, I want to get back in here far enough so Mitch don't have to run over them tops to do his thing. Because it's hard, we're loading hardwood trailer out there now, so he needs that hardwood that's cut along there. See, that little birch makes nice wood though, because you don't have to delimit. It's just like little candy canes. Huh? Ja, ja, is goed, ja. Is goed. Alright, let's see. It's cold in here. I'm going to have to turn on my heater. But it's noisy when I turn on my heater. I put a rheostat in this heater. This thing's, I just put a little aftermarket Jegs heater in it because this friggin' computerized piece of junk in here went bad on me last year, and it was going to be like $3,500 to come out and fix it. And I was like, you know what? And I put a $200 Jegs heater in it. I ain't playing that game. I don't need your friggin' computer junk. I just cut the hoses off of the regular one. The air didn't work anyway. Bracket on that broke years ago, so it ain't that bad in here with a fan running in the summer anyway. You only need the air about 10 days, or for the most part it's unbearable. So I just put the Jegs heater in it, and I put a rheostat switch on it, but it keeps cooking it cooked it. It would get so hot doing its ohms resistance to slow the motor down. So I've got a different little switch I'm going to try, and it comes with a diagram and shows you how to wire it properly. And so I put a Chrysler, one of them old Chrysler ceramic resistors in it, and it lasted for a couple of weeks. So the thing only blows on like super high, which is okay, but it kind of makes say, oh, I was up on an angle with that. I don't care about it because I use a double anyway. I'm just going to cut this chunk off. But anyway, that rheostat thing just heating up. Like, I'm not sure how to properly wire it. Clyde put it in there last year. I don't know what he did with the wiring schematic for it. I have no idea. I'm not worried about it. Just gonna think he can run over that top. Hey, some nice wood, guys. Let me tell you what. Let's see if I can. These clumps are a challenge sometimes going into the saws. They're not with a hot saw, but these little buggers, sometimes you gotta stop and readjust. Look at that, I got it. That's nice wood, look at that. That was 2 sections of wood, it ain't even gotta go in the dilemma. Just pull it across the, pull it with a little, with the landing machine there, you have the Duzan, buck it off with my little Ryan saw into 18 or 20 foot pieces, and my gosh, you make wood fast. Alright, so I can poke a hole right down through here with this. And once I clean that up, the stuff out on that road, get pretty sick about it. And just start dumping it, but I don't want to plug that road up. See, I'm cutting them up pretty high anyway. Get them a little bit. I'm not gonna spend time trimming the flares off the spruce. Like I said, if it was $1 a foot oak, I probably would, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I can show you a little trick. I don't know if it'll work. I don't have a lot of room to work here. You learn this stuff after you run this thing a while. See how I do that? Ooh, spinning around, I'm using the tree. Now you wouldn't want to do that if you weren't cutting that tree, especially in the spring. You can gum it all up, but I don't care about this. I'm cutting it now. There's lots of stuff you learn running these things. I ran a Bell, a 3-wheel Bell for quite a while. I had that, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I got really good on that thing. I mean, I could pick your pocket with that thing, Boy, fun. Talk about a fun little rig to run. But you were very limited on where you could go. I mean, you get into real steep ground, you're pretty much screwed with that. Those little trees, the rotator's got enough pump to just send them, going to try and make these drags a little bigger than I don't particularly care if I'm right close and it's muddy or something, but it's pretty nice. It's ideal skidding conditions, and we are going a long way. We're probably going, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. It's good going, it's fast, it's good smooth ground, but it's a long way. And the reason you might ask why I don't use this township road over here, first of all, I'd have to bond it, which I already have it all bonded going out the other way. Secondly, you couldn't go up the hill because the road comes out on too much of a dog leg, so I'd have to rebuild the whole entrance of the road. Thirdly, I can't go down the hill because there's a low underpass down there, railroad, well, it's the stupid rails and trails crap. Jerks won't let them take the bridge out, or at least all you'd have to do is cut the header out and make it taller, but they won't allow that because they're Nazis. So anyway, that's why I'm skidding it so far. I have to. I put an air bridge across the gas line over here and I'm skidding it out that way. That's alright, it works. A big ugly double. That's a big stick. I might as well get rid of that chunk and leave it right here. God, that wood is nice, isn't it? Real. That's enough. It's a pretty good sized drag. Those things pull heavy too with the tops in them. Pull hard. So yeah, I got a new set of high heels for Timmy. Should be here next week. I got a pretty good deal on them, I think. I was pretty happy with it. One guy gave me a price that's about $1,800 cheaper than anybody else. I don't know whether they're sounded like the same brand everybody else was carrying. I don't know. Burko, I think. I don't know. Whatever. I got the chains. I didn't buy rollers because we did the rollers not too long ago, and they're not. I mean, it was like 3 years ago, but I didn't put that many hours on them. I only got a couple thousand hours on them because I didn't use this as much as I did before when we had, we had the Timco, well, before the 759 burned, So anyway, I just put the chains and sprockets. I've replaced one idler not too long ago. The other one's alright. I'll just do it as needed. I'll shim them up a little bit. Shims inside the rails. I'll get a video when we go to do that. That might make an interesting vid. Look at that, some white pine, huh? That's the only thing, it's hard to figure out sometimes where to put your English on these things, That's alright. That's easy enough to correct. That's what's handy about this little thing. You can pick crap up and basically a log grapple. More fun than the law should allow. Okay, let's see. Get over here and see what I'm doing. I'm gonna clean that up while I'm right, ya. Poor man's processor.